Good evening, Toastmasters, members, and guests. Let me apologize first for the people who are not mathematically inclined, since this will be a very hard thing to follow, especially following Andy's speech. We are going to release our park result, and we need to let it sound good for the audience. We need to have a PR team out there pushing that we improve in aspect. And realistically, we did not do so well. But we have to push that we did so well for the city, for our mayor, for DC. Let's go. Let me try to share this. Okay. Yep. So let's first explain to the general public. This is things that we have to publish to the NPR, to the Washington Post, to the news, the local news, and any news outlet or media source that the parents or voters actually read, so that we can actually, do this for our people. 1DC. So a 5 in this exam is a exceed expectation, which is a pass, and a 4 is a meet expectation, which is also a pass. And then everything below that is, let's say the kids are not doing as well as we would like. So this is what we have to do. This is just this year's result. This result is from last year, but we're treating it like this year. Let's go. This year's result is not actually out as yet because I haven't worked on it as yet, but this is this year's result. We have some very low scores getting a 5, but we have a lot of kids getting 4s. A lot of kids getting 4s. We have majority of our kids are getting 1s in certain aspect, especially in high school, which seems like is a downfall for the city. So let's try to steer the newspaper from the high school. Let's try to steer them towards our middle school, which is actually doing really well currently. This is for the math. One is the is for the ELA English, and this one is for the math. As we can see, we're not doing that well at all in maths. We're doing very well in ELA, and there's some aspect in that I can mention of the reason why, but it will degrade the result. So let's omit that purpose of why we would just negate those reasons why we're doing better in ELA than maths. This is a side-by-side comparison for student with disability and student without disability. As we can see, the students with disability are not doing as well as students without disability. But again, we are going to try to keep the blinders on towards the improvement that has been done with student disability. This is where we are going to be doing really pushing our PR team. This is where we're going to see we are close. We are approaching pre-pandemic level in the assessments. That is our prime knowledge of this PR and what we're going to be pushing towards these news outlets and every media that actually publish our result, which is more than news outlets. We have blogs and other media sources, but we are close. We're not at pre-pandemic level as yet, but we are very close. We are approaching it. I think within the next year, cross our fingers, or two, we then will be approaching, surpass our pre-pandemic levels. We are approaching it faster in ELA than maths. If our media sources ask us why this is happening, let us say that we have strong ELA teachers in middle school and elementary school who are pushing these kids at a strong rate that once these kids reach up to the high school, the score will represent in this graph. Realistically, all kids who are new to US, meaning any kids who just enter the US, even if they speak English, they are exempted from the ELA exam. So even if they're from England, they're exempted from the ELA exam, which to me is just very interesting. Interesting. So we are going to push this theme right here, that we are pushing this. We are approaching this pre-pandemic level scores. This is our primary aspect of our PR team. This is the primary aspect of what we're pushing towards all the media sources. How are we going to do this? Every single thing that we release is going to be saying that we are approaching pre-pandemic levels. On our Twitter page, on our website, on our newsletter that goes out weekly, we are going to mention that we are approaching aggressively our pre-pandemic levels, and we can reach this goal within the next year, 2 years in DC. Thank you.